Good afternoon everybody, welcome back to another technical analysis video. Today we're going to be covering XRP USD on the weekly time frame. I will also be zooming into the daily for you guys today to see what's going on within the charts. So having a little look here on the weekly for XRP, you can see that we've got this level of resistance that XRP's been under since it entered this bearish trend, where it's met this level of resistance multiple times in this bear market. You did fall just shy of reaching this resistance band here in October 2022, but you can see what happened is you ran back up into previous resistance off of this low and turned it, off of previous support. You ran back into previous support and met it as resistance and came back to the June lows that XRP put in last year. Now XRP is looking very strong. It looks like it's building some sort of base because you haven't lost these June lows as of yet, like many other projects have, and they've put in new lows from the June low. But XRP, I think Chainlink's another where they haven't, and they've literally been caught in some sort of range for the past 6 months, so to speak, and haven't really lost their support. So currently speaking, what we need to see XRP do is hold these lows that we've got here for ourselves. Okay, so this low that you put in June, and then you've got this low that you put in, this wick low that you put in January, and from this low you can see for the past few weeks XRP has had a nice sort of reception and rally off of those. But we do have resistance above, and this is what we need to look out for here. So we do have this trend line of resistance, which I think XRP is looking to push to again, that was the third point, fourth point, ran shy here. I think we're looking for the fifth point of contact, or this is what XRP is trying to push up towards in the next coming weeks, of which I do think resistance may be met. Now, if this is potentially was the low here for XRP, this potentially could be a wave one. This is a wave two here, where you did put in a higher low, just slightly than that June low, okay? But it is a higher low. And right now, this could be, if you start to tackle this resistance and start to manage to get above this red box of resistance, which is a current price of 55 cents for XRP. That's the key point. If you start to see XRP take out 55 cents, come back and hold it as support, this is where you are getting that continuation. You've got the wave one, the wave two. This is the start of an impulsive wave three. Come back for a wave 4 and a wave 5 into this year, where you're flipping the switch for XRP. But again, there are key levels of resistance above that we need to keep our eyes on. Okay, so it's the descending trend line of resistance here. It's hard to give a price of a breakout or where XRP may run into it, as this descending level of resistance is very hard to give an actual price down throughout time. But at the same time, if we see this broken and we run into this as resistance and come back for support, even at that point, it could give you the confirmation here that you are coiling up in some sort of ascending higher low pattern here. And if you do break out of this resistance, as we said, and you do start to tackle out that 55 cents, then it's go time for XRP. So one thing I'm looking at here for XRP is potentially this large double bottom that you're sort of carving out here on the weekly. If you do come up to this point, I do think we may meet resistance at this point again for a second point of contact at 55 cents, and it's all about coming back and holding support if XRP does manage to get there. It's all about holding that as support and then looking for the breakout and continuation to confirm it. But we do have a target for the double bottom breakout. So what you do is you go from the neckline of the double bottom down to the neckline again of the double bottom of support, and wherever you break out this level of support or resistance, you can see that when you break out of this level of resistance, XRP will have a technical target up to around $1. Does it have to get there? Of course it doesn't. We are potentially starting to run into key resistance, so we do need to be careful. But again, if you look at this for XRP, going from this low here in January the 23rd, retracing up to that 55 cent high, the 2 fib is the $1 target. So that gives us a bit of confluence there that potentially when XRP does move, potentially that's where we're looking to go to. If this is a wave 1, this is a wave 2, you got your wave 3 to the 1272, come back for support, potentially get your wave 5. XRP can move when it wants to move. Do not be mistaken. If you start to flip the switch here, XRP can move and can move up impulsively to those targets. But as I said, we do have key resistance above us. So keeping that in mind, that double bottom is something I will be keeping my eyes on for XRP moving forward. If you start to get clean closes above the 55 cents and hold this as support in the long run, that is your confirmation signal that you are looking to still go long for XRP. off of those targets up to that $1 range. But again, as I said, key resistance above us. We do have, I think we've closed and opened above the weekly 20 EMA here, which is in the short term quite a bullish statement for XRP. So you can see that you actually closed above the weekly 20 last week, and you've had an open this week above the weekly 20 also for XRP. So that's something that's very, very, very bullish. And potentially, to get this confirmation, again, we need to break this trend line, potentially run up to the weekly 55 EMA. Because we've got a close and a holding support on the weekly 20, the continuation on the next level of retest for me is this 55, or just shy of that 55, which is where you may come up to this resistance trend line. Because you can see once XRP managed to get back above its 20 here, held it as support, it then rallied up and it came just shy of its weekly 55. We've done the same here, held support. We're closing above the 20, just as we did back here in September. If we can maintain that, then we are looking, I do think, to the weekly 55 for another retest, and equally a retest of this descending resistance. So potentially we could see another long up here for XRP on the cards of around about, again, it's gonna be very hard to, I'd say around about a 10 to 12% rally for XRP running into resistance. And at that point, if we do see a sort of clean breakout here and a hold of support, this is the continuation area and the sort of build up you like to see, because you'd have lows, higher lows, continuously higher lows. Okay, you'd have a level of resistance, a horizontal level of resistance, and you're basically coiling up in some sort of ascending level of support over a larger period of time, looking for the breakout. So that's my update for you today, guys, on XRP. We've got resistance above at 55 cents. We do need to see a close this week above 41 cents, which was this previous resistance in November 2022, where you're coiling up, as I've mentioned, in this double bottom. Okay, so we do need to see the weekly close and hold support above 41 cents to confirm we are looking for this retest in the next coming weeks. But also, so far so good. Things ain't looking too bad for XRP. On the daily time frame, we've got a bullish cross here between the 20 and the 55. So just before I go, we'll have a little look at this on the daily. Yeah, you've got a bullish cross on this daily 20 and 55. You can see it's healthy because you've come up, you've broke above the EMAs, you fell back to them for support, and now you're starting to get that propulsion. So what we need to see is this 41 cent area that was previous resistance in November broken. And if you do start to see that as hold of support, then you're looking to continue impulsively back up to this 55 cent range that we're looking at to meet as resistance, equally with the 55 EMA on the weekly. So we are in technical targets at the moment. Again, on the daily here, we've even got a double bottom sort of pattern building up here. So again, it's some sort of like Adam and Eve, because you've got a sharp V-shaped recovery and then you've come down like this. If we do break out here, what might give us the confirmation signal that our target is back up to that 55 cent range is the close above the 41 cents this week. Okay, and then you've got the technical target, which sits back up there at that 54 to 55 cent range, which gives us a potential long up on the daily of roughly around 30%, getting back to that range from this Adam and Eve breakout pattern. And one last thing, I'm going to get a fib on the daily as well before I go. It's good to look a little bit more intricately into what's going on. So we are retracing back up to this high at the moment. So you can see that back in November, from this low, we had the 050, which was met a resistance in November. You came back, you put in a higher low, and now you're starting to tackle through this 050. If you start to see XRP closing above 44 cents and closing above that, I think that gives you the confirmation that you are looking to retest this 55, and this is some sort of Adam and Eve double bottom breakout where you're coiling up in a level of support, broke out, come back for support, continuation, and off XRP goes. But again, we do need to keep our eyes on Bitcoin. It has shot up very fast over the past month, and I do think potentially at around 24-25k range we could be looking for a further pullback on XRP, a particularly larger pullback, of which I would expect the rest of the markets to come back to support levels too. Alts are kind of front running at the moment. It's interesting to see. We're going to monitor this moving forward. I hope you enjoyed the content today. If you did, please do like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that thumbs up button. Until next time, from Chart Nerd TA, take care. Peace out.